Hello, BookTube. It is 6 o'clock on Monday, July 22nd, which officially means that the reading rush for 2019 has begun. And I am already panicking. I technically began cheating by starting a lot of the books last week, but when I composed my TBR and uploaded that video, I failed to account for two things. One, that not only was I going to be buddy reading Matterhorn with Fariba from the Medieval Reader, but I also had scheduled a second buddy read during this time of Verse and Control by Dexter Palmer. I have inadvertently added another book to my TBR. I'm buddy reading this with Sam from Sarcasm and Sci Fi. I will leave a link down to her channel down below. She is wonderful. This book is kind of like a blend of literary fiction and sci-fi, so it kind of mixes both of our interests. I'm really enjoying it so far, but it's another thing I have to do. The second thing that I failed to account for is that I have a book club meeting on Thursday of this week, and I had not started the book club pick for this month, and that is There by Tommy Orange. This book really made its way around BookTube last year when it debuted, and I've heard great things about it, and I have started it since my panicked realization that I only had a few days to finish it. But because it's so, it's about the lives of urban Indians and Native people in Oakland, and because of that, it deals with gentrification and racism and alcoholism and abuse, and it's not a light read. So it's taking me quite a bit longer than a book would typically take, because it's only about like 250 pages, which I would typically fly through, but I have to keep putting it down because I have to ruminate on it. So and now that I think about it, this could have technically qualified for like so many of the reading rush categories: a debut work, a work you meant to read last year, a work you read in the same place each time. So it could have potentially counted for 3 categories, and yet I'm just adding it to all of the books that all of the 8 books, including 2 books that are over 500 pages that I want to read this week. So yes, I am quite panicked. I am trying to remain calm, but I have to leave for work in a little while. But I decided to try to squeeze in some reading before then. I am going to be reading my day's reading for the buddy read with the Medieval Reader Fariba of Matterhorn, which I am really enjoying. And I have talked about this quite a bit on my channel, so I'm not going to mention it anymore. But at the previous chapter, they just survived a firefight. So yes, it is definitely keeping me on my toes. I may have gotten in over my head with all of this, but the reading rush is supposed to be fun, so I'm trying to keep it light. Hello, BookTube. So it's about 5:45 right now in the evening, and I've been home from work for a little while now, so I am just trying to speed read once again. I am working my way through There. I'm about 200 pages in, which is about 2/3 of the way done, because it falls just a little bit short of 300 pages, and it's so good. I have not been disappointed. In fact, I think it may even have exceeded the hype. I am loving this, and it is just so exquisite. And even though it covers a lot of dark topics like poverty and domestic violence and gang culture and crime, it's just so well done. And yeah, I'm just adoring it. And I think I will probably maybe film a review of this, or I'll talk about it in the wrap up for the reading rush. But yeah, that's what I've been working my way through, because that's my book club pick. So even though it's not technically on my TBR, I still have to finish it. I am not going to get a ton of reading done today because in a few hours I'm going to be meeting a friend to watch the show, and some more dedicated booktubers might say, well, maybe I can put that off because this is the week of the reading rush and I don't want to be hanging out with friends when I should be spending time reading. And I admire those people's dedication, but for me personally, this friend of mine is going to be moving to Colorado in just a few short weeks, so I will not get the chance to hang out with her in person for quite some time, maybe ever again. So I'm trying to spend all the time with her that I possibly can. I might get home at like 11 o'clock or something like that. We don't want to stay out too late, but yeah. So. And then when I get home, I'm going to do my buddy reading. I'm going to do some more reading for Matterhorn and for Version Control, which again is not on my TBR. But and then hopefully I will finish there before I leave, and then that way I can really just make some progress on the books that I actually wanted to read for this week. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I am remaining calm. I am not panicking, and I am just having fun. Hi BookTube! So today is Tuesday, which means that it is the second day of the reading rush. I have been having a great time. I got through about 285 pages yesterday, which is not terrible, but it's also a little bit less than what I would like to be at. I'm shooting for about 400 pages today, and yeah, that's just a personal goal of mine because I have a lot to get through. So I finished there. I finished the last 100 pages, and wow, I adored it. It was so good, and even though it ends not exactly on a cliffhanger, but it doesn't give you a ton of resolution at the ending, I still really appreciated it, and I gave it 5 stars. I'm not going to talk about it too much because I would like to film a review of this or to talk about it in my wrap-up, so I'll save it for then. I did get a little bit behind on my buddy read with Fariba, the medieval reader, and I have to read about 2 or 3 chapters of Matterhorn today, but I don't really feel like reading about the Vietnam War right now, just in this moment, because it is nice and sunny outside, and there's a breeze, and it's warm but not too hot, and so I just feel like I would, I want to go for a walk, get some fresh air, and I would also like to maybe walk to the library or the park and just like sit on a bench and let the breeze ruffle through my hair and just sit in the sunshine reading. It just sounds like a perfectly lovely summer day to me. So I am going to be reading Brooklyn, and this book is only about 260 pages, so hopefully I'll be able to just breeze right through it, and then when I finish it, I think that will give me a big ego boost for actually finishing a book that's on my TBR, because I do not anticipate finishing Matterhorn anytime soon. I'm only about 100 pages in so far, so yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Like I said, I'm having a great time, and I really like the community around all around this readathon. I like hearing about all my friends' updates and how everyone's doing. Yeah, so once I finish. So hopefully once I finish Brooklyn, I will I will catch up on Matterhorn, and then I'm not sure where I'm going to go from there. I'm thinking maybe either Shosha or Judgement. So we'll see. Until next time. Hey BookTube, so it is a little after midnight on day 2 of the reading rush. I have made my way through a significant amount of Brooklyn. I'm on like 160 pages in, and yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It's a really light read. It's not perfect. I do have like a few criticisms. There are things that I think could have been improved, but I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, and now that I think about it, I could have totally read this and then watched the movie adaptation because there's a movie about this, but we know hindsight is 20/20. So and the movie looks really good. It has like Shosha Shosha Ronan. That is a very Irish name that I need to pronounce. And she's a great actress. I saw her in Mary, Queen of Scots, and I thought she did an amazing job. Yeah, I'm really loving this. It's a little after midnight, so I guess technically it's day 3, but I am still counting it as day 2 since I have quite a bit more reading to do before I can go to bed. I need to get to my page reads of Virgin Control, and I need to catch up on Matterhorn. So that's what I'm going to be doing today, and before I go to bed, and I'm going to be speed reading through those.